Today we're going to learn about the great George Senda, Jason Callan feud. Learn how much of it was real and how much we orchestrated. Spoilers, none of it was real. We orchestrated all of it. It started with this. Jason did a video.
How y'all doing today? I'm a little bit shocked and a little bit grossed out.
A chicken sandwich sex. It's a weird video.
Well,
I never saw it.
Mr. Happy, 0121 do
But
a thing like to make
a guy had sex with a chicken sandwich and filmed it.
And then they were
I don't know what it was up on.
They're like, what the hell? I thought maybe it was something.
So Jason did a video about the chicken sandwich. You can look it up if you want. There's not much information there. However, on the same day here, August 29th, 2016, George did a video on the chicken sandwich sex tape. The world did videos on the chicken sandwich sex tape because it went viral and everyone who was doing videos did that. It was the thing. Everyone did it. And George has his, and we'll look at a little bit of it, but, you know, God, it's probably like, it looks like 50 minutes of, well, skip tonight.
This video is a very adult content.
So George talks about the chicken sandwich.
I would not let him watch this. I'm not going to show anything explicit.
No, but he did the same thing. Well, on BellGab, he was still posting at that time. And we said, look, George, or a couple of people, I wasn't at that point, said, look, George, someone has copied you. And he got upset. He got so upset that someone copied his chicken sandwich video. I mean, he came up with that. No one else was doing that, and everyone was doing it. But, you know, George couldn't take it. So we started hunting Jason's videos and finding anything that made them look like Jason was copying them. And it got to a point where, you know, we found stuff and people who were Jason fans. I don't know if they were caught up in it or if they got the joke, but you'll see it in this video here. George has some potato chips, and no need to hear him. Someone saying, very sorry for the hate, da-da-da. Now, here's George replying to someone. He has a tendency to get a comment he doesn't like. He responds to it, then he deletes the comment he doesn't like. So his answer's there, but you don't know what he's answering. It's a strange, another one of George's strange, so many strange things. But someone said, how dare you copy Jason by eating potato chips while he eats potato chips? And he has his, answer that's, if I eat chips or anything else, it's my reaction to them. I never knew he ate chips. Rah, 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 rah. Typical George. So this kept going on. Would find anything. Jason was wearing red pants. George was wearing red shorts. We'd point it out. Finally, I started watching Jason's channels, Jason's channel. Lots of, just going through video after video. And two things happened. One, I found a video that really set things off. And Jason even removed it because of what happened. So I can't show you that video. But it was his niece calling someone a plagiarist. Now, if you watch the video, she's clearly calling someone else a plagiarist. Someone who plagiarized some wrestling name of a possible channel or idea or something. It said so right in the video. And the date on the video was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, forever ago, before all this. But George took it to heart that he was being called a plagiarist. And all these things was really happening to him. So he made the Jason Callan is the real plagiarist made one of his a meme he thought was really funny. Jason Callan copies PewDiePie and unboxing therapy. Has gall to have niece accuse me of plagiarism. And George thought that was clever. George thinks weird things are clever. And then in his description, none of this ever happened in reality. People emailed him things. So I guess there was a little conversation at the beginning between George, but then 6 weeks tenure. Said update after I sent Callan a message on YouTube to remove his attack video against you where they call you a thief and a plagiarist, and Jason replied, "Nah, your man ain't gonna do squat anyway." He then blocked me and you from commenting on his channel or videos. Previously, when I told him you knew about his activities, he simply replied, "So what?" The man thinks he's untouchable, and to use his teenage niece to insult and demean the circle of trust is BS. Take them down, George. I promised that I would do my best to find clear examples of how Callan stole from the guy from Pittsburgh so he can prove how original he truly is and shut his legion up once and for all. A pointed attack video, and although it was difficult to stomach many of Callan's videos, I think I've delivered. This man who ripped off the early rant-style videos of your channel, George, lambasting annoying commercials and telemarketers in the same vein as your things that really bother me series of videos. Now, he made all that up. And, you can make anything up and email it to George. He would take Facebook pages and make up Facebook posts through Photoshop, email it to George, and when George would go to look at the Facebook, he would tell him, "Oh no, that's been deleted. He didn't want you to see it, but I captured it for you, George. I captured it for you." So, just things like that. Now, of course, what happened, and let's finally go to the one that set him off, was he was sent this photo of Jason. I've actually not seen that video, but that this is from, but apparently it's from a video, and he was told, "Jason is copying your look, George. Look, he did his hair the same as George. He put a flag in his background." Now that's so old. That was when he filmed from another room in his house, by the blue walls and all that. I don't know. I've seen 2 or 3 videos from that room, I think. But no, George was furious. He lost his. And so, on my end was I ended up looking at a lot of Jason's videos, trying to find different things, and I found at the end, I liked the guy. I thought he made good videos. I thought he was fun. I thought he was nice. And I kind of felt bad for bringing him into our prank. Not bad enough to stop it, but bad still. So what I did was I reached out to Jason and I told him, what was happening, how I'm involved. And I'm not going to be doing it unless, something was really good. But I also wanted to get his address because it was near Thanksgiving, and my store had some weird Thanksgiving potato chips, like roasted turkey flavored chips and some. So I sent him some chips just because I thought it was fun to see an unboxing and all that. And other people saw the video that got posted on BellGab of him opening the box and showing genuine appreciation. And everyone was like, "My God, that's how you do this, not how George does crap." And other people from BellGab sent him stuff. And he's made a lot of friends from BellGab because of this. So, in a way, I don't feel bad about any part of this whole thing. Although it was wrong to take an innocent person and do it. But it's also funny. I'm sorry, but at one point, George actually called Jason, and you can find the George Senda called me, I called Jason Callan. And at that point, that's when Jason, apparently they had a long conversation where George talked the whole time and told him everything about himself. Because you don't have a conversation with George. You hear George tell you about himself. But Jason decided one of his haters, sent George his phone number. His niece is getting involved in this stuff, and he wants no part of it. So he said, there's a truce. We're done. Okay, we're done. And George said, we're done. And to this day, George still thinks the Legion is after him. He thinks everybody's after him. There's a few of us that prank him. I don't know of anyone who actually actively tries to tear him down. We might, not that I know of, actually. Maybe, I guess coast to coast, maybe George Norrie was sent some of the info about George, but he was just sent stuff that George posted, about him. And so Norrie would see what types of things George posts. I mean, it's not like anybody has made up stuff about George. Everything we get about George, is stuff he tells us. But anyhow, that's pretty much the story. It was all made up. It was all bought hook, line, and sinker by him, 100%. And I think in the end, George still has a grudge, and Jason has a bunch of new friends and got gifts and is loving life, picked up his subscriber level by 10 times almost. So, I mean, we picked on, we helped him. So I guess I'm sure you can't be mad about that. Anyways, that's the George Senda story, the Great Feud.